Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two AFC North rivals who are two of the top playmakers in the NFL. It's Antonio Brown versus A.J. Green. And we'll go down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 11 matchup.
It's the start of another week of NFL action, and that means it's Thursday night in the NFL here on EA Sports.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms getting set for this important matchup late in the year. The playoff chase is on, and every game is an absolute must. Partner, how about it before kickoff?
You said it right. Every game is an absolute must, and so is every play. When the game is going on, you never know which play is going to decide who wins and loses. So as a player, be mentally ready to go every time, because the play coming up can be the biggest one of the game.
The Steelers are ready to run back this kick. The Bengals ready here for the kickoff. We're underway here. They're setting up the return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Roethlisberger's the man in charge of the offense here today, and he's been one of the best performers in the league this season when it comes to passing yards. First down at the 24. And that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second and 12. Easy catch there. No one near him. No one's going to get him now. The 10, touchdown. And Phil, what a way to make a statement by scoring so early in this game.
You know, Jim, I love making statements, and that's what this team did. They went out there and told the opposition, we are better, we're tougher, and take that.
The Steelers getting set now for the point after. The point after is good. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20.
McCarron's got his helmet on now as he comes to the huddle. Last week, he did not have a single touchdown throw, and he's looking to change that today. The Steelers defense now is going to go nickel. McCarron's back in shotgun formation. Green with the grab. Green's tackled down at the 24.
That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Well, when you're playing this cover 3 defense where 3 defenders are playing deep, that's great. You stop the deep passes, but who's going to stop the quick ones? Well, nobody. That's why the quarterback and the receivers are having really good success throwing these slant patterns.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. 1st down at the 36. And it's caught by Curse. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Nothing like coming out in that first series and getting the 1st down right away to take the tension away from the players, kind of set a tone and give everybody some confidence.
That was a big gain. Now it's time to back it up. It's Jermaine Kearse coming down with it.
Well, that basic slant route, Jim. It's thrown and caught. It doesn't get a 1st down, but it was really well executed. The offensive line gave the quarterback time and sight lines so he could put the football on target.
Second down, even after the completion.
Hill's going to secure the handoff. And this will go for a loss. Timmons, that time on the stop. Here's the Bengals offense. Middle of the road when it comes to passing yards on the season. Perhaps this week in practice they figured something out.
This is 3rd down. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Hill's taking the handoff.
That's a gain of 6.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the 1st down.
First down at the 27. Hill's marked down after a gain of 4. Now a look at the Steelers line up on defense. Can anyone on this defensive unit find out a way to stop the passing attack? The Bengals are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. Catch made by A.J. Green.
I know it looks easy, but it's not. But a nice throw on the slant route. Slant route means you're slanting towards the inside. Good throw and catch.
First down at the 15. Takes it out of the eye.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8.
Hill's the receiver on the screen. Still not taken down. And Hayward in on the tackle.
The Bengals had a nice play design that time and fooled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
From the gun.
Great pass, great catch, great control.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
Mounting a serious drive.
First and goal from the 4. Hill's got it on the handle.
They bring him to the turf. Play number 12 coming up for the offense.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting to run up the middle.
Makes the catch. Touchdown.
Well, when you get close to the goal line, you always have to look out for the tight end, because anytime there's just a little bit of deception, that deception is enough for the tight end to get that area where he can get open. That time he does it. Touchdown.
Ball's on the tee. Got a tie game now. The score's 7-7.
The Steelers set to return the kick. He'll have a chance to take off.
And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
The Bengals allowed a ton of passing yards on that last drive.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to fault the players. I think the coverages that they used in that drive were wrong. They've got to change them this time to give the players a better chance for having some success.
First down at the 25. Roethlisberger with the give. Here's the Steelers offense. They've shown this season they're not a team that's going to run the ball very much.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8.
The Bengals with a nickel look here on defense. Roethlisberger's going to take it from the gun. Here's the long throw by Roethlisberger. The ball is jarred out of his hands. And now we'll take a look at the Bengals lineup on defense. They've given up a lot of passing yards this season, so they'll need to try and keep the offense in check today. The Steelers now facing 3rd down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots.
Here we go.
3rd down and 8. All set to punt here.
There to meet him.
Well, the best thing we can say about that punt return, well, he didn't fumble the football.
The Bengals offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays. If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down, offense readying for the snap.
Let's go.
To the ground. Has 12 on this play. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
We're back here getting ready for the second quarter. Phil, that was a defensive tug of war the first quarter.
It sure was, and it was a tug of war, and it was boring. That's what it looked like. I want to give the defense some credit. I thought they did well, but really the offense is just poor play selection, poor execution, and you got to get some emotion going out there on the offensive side.
That's second down coming up. The Bengals get a first down.
It's always good when your quarterback is able to deceive the defense with good play-action fakes. That's what did it that time. Look at the quarterback. Nice fake. Defense reacts to the run, and now you throw it over the top for the easy completion.
First down at the 32. Looking to go deep, and they can't connect. Tremendous defensive play that time, making sure that pass was not completed.
That job is getting harder and harder, isn't it, for defenders to jar the football loose? Because just about anywhere you hit the receiver, it's illegal. But a good legal hit that time, it knocks the ball loose.
The Bengals from the 32. Hill's going to take the handoff now.
The Bengals put themselves in a tough situation here. On second down, you run the football, and what do? You lose yards. Now you got third and long coming up. You got to be careful in situations like this. Everything goes into the side of the defense.
Loss of 2 on that play.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
A.J. Green is tackled down. Third catch today so far.
This is one of those guys, when you talk about receivers, no matter what, he is always open. If the coverage is tight, don't worry. Throw it out there. He'll make a play.
McCarron's completion percentage, 90% on the day. So first and goal to go.
The Bengals know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass, pass, pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good solid run that time.
He'll throw it over the middle. Makes the grab. Touchdown. They've got the lead here early in the second quarter. A good development for them in this game.
Yeah, nice. You know, they learned something in that first quarter. They took that knowledge and they put it to good use, and they found a way to get down there and score a touchdown. That was a nice job by the offense.
The Bengals setting up here for the kickoff. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. Ben Roethlisberger retaking the field.
With as well as he's played in the first half, you wouldn't necessarily expect them to be trailing at this point, but they are.
No, you wouldn't, but you just hope he can continue that good play. That's what they're going to need from him to have a chance to win. But so far, so good. Really looks good executing the passing game. Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 3 after that last carry. Bell's handed the football, and that's a 2-yard gain.
Bell's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Now looking at third down. Takes another handoff. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Bell's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
Roethlisberger comes out in the pistol. The Steelers from the 32. Finds his mark. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
So they complete one, and still it's second down. The Bengals lined up in the nickel. Roethlisberger from the gun. Throws the pass. And he spins away. Picks up 8 here. That's another reception, giving him 2.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance. They get it done.
First down at the 43. This play will hold up. He's inbounds. The Steelers trail here in the first half, Phil, but you can't say there aren't some positives here. Roethlisberger's had some success. That play is going to be challenged. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
On the field stands.
The coach's challenge is not answered. The play on the field will stand.
Yeah, that's a tough. I think if it was up to me in this situation in the game, I would not have challenged, knowing those timeouts, how important they are. We'll see if that lost timeout comes back and hurts him.
Bell's taken down at the 40.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down.
Roethlisberger's got it in the gun. He's drilled as he throws. Third down on the way. The Steelers come to the line with a bunch set. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
The offense is still on the field here on fourth down, needing 5 for the first.
Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. Brown's got the catch and the first.
The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
Play after play after play here on this drive.
The Steelers will take the snap from the 30. Roethlisberger sends it to Bell.
So many things are involved when you talk about people catching the pass. Catch it cleanly. Also, catch it and break a tackle. Everybody loves that. Nice job that time.
The Steelers now inside the 20. A week ago, they converted time and time again inside the red zone. 1st and 10. They go screen with Bell. Touchdown. Steelers put 6 on the board. And just before the half, they battled back and tied the game. That could do a whole lot for the mood of that locker room at the break, Phil.
No question, Jim. It just gives you an emotional lift to find a way to tie a football game up right before halftime. That was a nice drive and a good job done by the offense.
Driving extra point is good. Now ready to kick it off as we have a tie game here. Scores 14-14. He's got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Bengals will try to continue this scoring onslaught as a shootout has developed on both sides of the field.
I have a little advice for the offensive coordinator. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep the pedal to the metal. Your players are playing great, and let them keep rolling.
And that's a gain of 10. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. They went with the ground game on 1st down, bringing up 2nd. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the 2nd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime just a couple of minutes away as we resume play out of the 2-minute warning. The Bengals from the 32. Lays out and makes the catch. That's his 5th catch of the day. So right into the hurry-up offense they go into this 2-minute situation.
Yeah, these guys, all these pros, they've been doing this stuff since they were in high school running the 2-minute offense, so I know they're ready for it.
The Bengals have played well enough to be leading so far, partner, but right now the game is tied. McCarron's play has been spectacular.
Boy, spectacular. That's right. That is the word for it. He's throwing the football well. He does have good wide receivers. And how about the offensive line? Let's give them a lot of credit. They are doing a fantastic job.
Tyler Eifert has the grab. That's a gain of 8.
The Bengals have been awesome today on 1st down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football, picks up solid yards. 2nd and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in. Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
The Bengals now move the chains. The Bengals use another timeout here, and they have 1 left. Offense ready for action coming out of their timeout. Looks like a penalty on the defense.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
Only 10 yards to go to the end zone. The Steelers sat at the line. Dime package. It'll be 1st and 5. And it's Antonio Cromartie with the pick. Into the open. He's brought to a halt. A late 2nd quarter interception could certainly change the tenor of this game, Phil, as we head near halftime.
Oh, it really can. I'll tell you, the game is tied, all that. You're thinking the worst that's going to happen to us. We're going to go in at halftime tied. And now all of a sudden, if this offense can take advantage of this opportunity, that will change everything going inside.
The Steelers offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
The Steelers will look to get set. Been a close game so far. The score's 14-14. Roethlisberger standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
Wants to go deep.
The Bengals go with the dime formation here on defense.
2nd and 10.
Third and long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third and long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just great.
Looking across the middle.
Bryant's got it, and a first. The Steelers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. First down on the way. Ben Roethlisberger will take the snap out of the gun. Roethlisberger's going to take the snap from the shotgun. But it's incomplete. They went for the home run ball there, Phil, but just could not make the play.
Yeah, you want to do this. You always want to throw the football deep at least 4 or 5 times a game because you want to make the defensive backs uncomfortable. If you let them get comfortable, they'll start jumping those short ones. These guys won't do that anymore now.
The Steelers from the 37. And he hauls it in.
He's going to be tackled right around
The 46-yard line.
that timeout by the offense.
The offense needs 2 yards here on third down after the completion. They'll go shotgun here. The Steelers get a first down. Picks up 8 here. That's his 4th catch of the day.
Well, there's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
Roethlisberger's completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Bengals defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
He'll throw it over the middle. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Roethlisberger from the gun. Brown's going to pull in the bullet pass. The Steelers have to call one right here, and they do, and they are out of timeouts.
Offense ready to play after calling a timeout.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Roethlisberger's got no one behind him, just a quarterback waiting for the snap. First down at the 27. Launching it deep. And it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
And lining up for a 44-yard field goal. No good. An empty trip for the offense.
We're heading to the break with both defenses winning their side of the ball. We've got a tie game at the intermission, and Larry Ridley's coming up with the highlights. We are back for the start of the third. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms here at Heinz Field. And no return this time as he takes a knee. We know how much pride both these receivers have, so you knew they would take today's game as a chance to show just how good they really are.
Yeah, I think what they've done, Jim, they've taken today's game and they tried to show off. And that's okay. You like that from your wide receivers. And anytime they go against a guy on the other team where they're compared, you know they're going to compete against each other, and it's gone well for both.
The Steelers come out in a dime package. And now here's the first snap of the second half. He's tackled right at the 24. We've got a player down, so we'll step aside and be back in just a moment.
That pass play picked up only 4. Second down and 6 coming up.
Get ready. Break 38. Break 38.
Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
Jim, they call that a post route. Do you know why? The receiver is running towards the goal post, so they call it a post route.
First down and 10.
Hill's going to secure the handoff.
That's a gain of 8.
He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second down following the run.
When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
McDonald's able to read that play and make the hit.
Steelers guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got in the backfield and made the tackle.
On the way, third down.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Jeremy Hill has the catch. Hill's tackled down at the 31. The Bengals in a tie game have to like their chances the rest of the way with the way their quarterback is playing. McCarron's had a strong performance, and it's why this game is tied up at this point.
Yeah, a couple of things you want to talk about this game so far here today. The quarterback has been outstanding. He's made good decisions, but the offensive line, my gosh, they are giving him time, and he is taking advantage of it. You're running back in this league, and you pick up first downs, and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Get ready.
Now the offense is down here in the red zone or the green zone if you like to think of money, and it's a tie game. A lot of things you can do. They love to throw it in the end zone, but maybe they'll cross them up with a run. We'll find out.
First down here. The Steelers with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Has the reception all alone.
The Bengals coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's second and short.
McCarron's completion percentage, 90% on the day.
Let's go.
Hill takes his spot in the backfield. On target with Tyler Eifert.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
First and goal. Hills taking the handoff. Shazier's in on the tackle. The Bengals have continued to try to find a rhythm on the ground. Hills finding it impossible to find any open space.
Well, when something's not working, what do? You do something else. How about some short passes? Get the defense to back off, so then maybe you can run the football better.
Runs it in for the touchdown. And at just about the midway mark of the third quarter, they are out in front thanks to that touchdown.
When you score a touchdown somewhere in the mid-third quarter, what that does for your football team, you start thinking about ways that we can close the deal so we can find a way to get this game over with and still be in the lead. It's up to the defense. Be aggressive and make it happen.
And he'll start his return. Taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. As we see the stats now, you really like what both guys have been able to do at wideout today, Phil.
Yeah, they have been spectacular out there on the field. The numbers are awesome. This league, once again, we know it's about the pass, and we saw it here today.
Double tight end formation. The Steelers have it at the 29. Bell's tackled down at the 39.
The Steelers look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Midway into the third. Miller's there to catch the ball that had a lot of heat on it. The Steelers still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Roethlisberger's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here, partner.
Well, yeah, that's right. The defense has got to hold their end up, but the offense, they've been very, very good. The quarterback has been accurate. He has been smart, and that always gives you a chance when your quarterback is playing that well.
Down the field, and it's incomplete.
Well, even though they didn't get to completion, I like the fact that they tried to throw the football deep down the field. Keep that defense off balance.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation.
I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
It's third down coming up. The Bengals defense now is going to go nickel. Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. Reaches out and grabs it. Gains 17.
The Steelers just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
The Steelers will use a timeout here early in the second half. They break huddle at the 18-yard line. The Bengals with a nickel look here on defense. Roethlisberger's back in shotgun formation.
Steelers in for the touchdown. Brown's second touchdown of the game. Well, we knew the next score was going to be a critical one, and it turns out they're the ones to get it, making this a tie game midway through quarter number 3.
Oh, boy, that just takes all the pressure off of you. You know, when it gets in the second half and midway in the third quarter, you start watching that scoreboard. So to come up with that touchdown and tie this game up, that eliminates a lot of pressure.
Roethlisberger certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. The Bengals are ready to return the kick. They'll take it at the 20. The Bengals looking for a repeat of their last drive as they get set for this next one. They got to the end zone on that possession, but of course immediately gave those points right back.
Jim, on the offensive side, everything is clicking. The quarterback's hot. The offensive line's doing an awesome job. Receivers getting open. The running backs running hard. It is fun to watch.
First down at the 20. Hill's got it on the handle.
The Bengals running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Loss of 4 on the play. The Steelers lined up in the nickel. Second down and a long way to go. Charging ahead. Hill's taken down at the 25. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or two, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
The Bengals will take the snap from the 25. Scans the field. And it'll be Nortman back to punt. He's going to try and return this punt. Picks up 8 here. Roethlisberger ready for action again. He's been absolutely sensational today, Phil, showing us just how proficient he can be when he's in top form.
Some guys are so good that they can just do anything they want on the field because they have so much talent, and that's what we're witnessing here today is just a guy loaded with talent.
The Steelers at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. The Steelers take it from the 28. He's got some daylight. Tries to ward off a defender with a stiff arm. On his way. The 10, and in for the touchdown.
There is nothing like getting a long running play for a touchdown. When you do, you just feel like you're stealing something. It takes good blocks, but most importantly, it takes a talented running back to get it done, and this team definitely has one.
The Steelers getting set now for the point after. The extra point, the kick is good. He's put the ball on the tee and he's about to kick off.
Rodgers going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. The Bengals offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
The Steelers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. First down at the 20. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. Taking off. Hills marked down at the 19. And Phil, you see the stats, has just been a huge turnaround from 1 week to the next with this running back.
Yeah, maybe they caught the defense by surprise today. I don't know, but I know this running back is good, and he is showing off. Good job by the defensive line, shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
Lawrence Timmons makes the tackle.
The Bengals, they can do it all. Once they get in the red zone, they have the passes, the screens. They can throw it down to the back of the end zone. And how about that play? They can run the football right at you if they want to. And that time they picked up some good yards on that run.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. He's got the catch. The Bengals are in the end zone for the touchdown. McCarron's now got 20 touchdown passes on the season. That touchdown, Phil, ties things up as the fourth quarter is approaching, and who knows, this might be headed for overtime when it's all said and done.
Well, I don't know about overtime. I just know this. It's an exciting football game. That was an excellent drive. The play calls were very good, and the execution by the offensive players, top-notch.
Fields the football at the 8. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Le'Veon Bell coming onto the field now. What a presence he's been for them in the backfield today, Phil.
And what a set of legs. My man has some legs. He has that speed. And listen, give him a little opportunity. He'll take advantage of it.
Here we go. 230.
First down at the 28. Launches it down the field. One team's running the football, the other is passing, but both are working with their game plans.
Yeah, they both are working. As you look down there on the field, one set of running backs are really happy. On the other side, the wide receiver group, they're really happy. So as long as you get it done, that's all that matters.
That leads us to second down. Ball is knocked out. Seeing these stats, Bill, you really look at them and have to go, wow, because both teams are just playing so well on the offensive side of the ball.
I know that's what the fans are doing. They love these type of games. High scoring, a lot of action. They're having a good time. I know this. The defense, it's the other way around. They are having an awful time.
The Steelers get set at the line, needing to get to the 38 for a first. Roethlisberger from the gun throws the pass. Brown's got it on a pass, had some heat on it, and he's going to be tackled right around the 37. That's 5 receptions on the day.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way, and I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
We're headed to the fourth. The game is tied. It's been a thriller. And Phil Simms, we might be headed to overtime. You might actually have to miss your flight, but it'd be worth sticking around and watching a little bonus football with you, partner.
Nothing like a little bonus football. I hope it goes into overtime. And you know what I also hope for? Sooner or later, one of these defenses stands up and makes a play.
The Steelers have turned it up a notch with their running game today, Phil. Bell's been a consistent force on the ground.
Yeah, he's just a running back who never gives up. And when he runs, it's arms, elbows, everything is moving, and he is one tough running back to tackle.
Roethlisberger going down the field, and they can't connect.
Always protect against the deep ball first. That's what the defense did this time. They were alert. Nice job. The result, just a long incompletion.
The Bengals defense now is going to go nickel. Third and 9. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Dunlap wraps up the quarterback.
Oh, man, defensive coordinators love this. When you can hit, or this time they sack the quarterback without even blitzing.
The Bengals with a nickel look here on defense. Roethlisberger's going to take it from the gun. Roethlisberger over to Antonio Brown. The Steelers have a wideout who is in the midst of a hot streak. Brown's played a role here for this team as a #1 option, and he deserves it, Phil.
I think there's a big reason why we're seeing him play so well. Jim, I had a chance to talk to him, and he says physically he feels great. It shows he is playing great.
Roethlisberger is ready for the snap. Empty backfield. Third down and 6. Pulls it in. And he's on the sidelines and out of bounds. That's his 5th catch of the day.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch you.
Only a yard from the end zone.
Always manage the football game. You got to be
touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. That's his 50th career touchdown run. Phil, they come out starting the 4th quarter with a touchdown that gives them the lead.
Man, what a way to start the 4th quarter. What a feeling. Anytime you're ahead when the 4th quarter comes in a football game, that's a great feeling. And once again, it puts the pressure back on the other team.
Extra point is good. The Bengals are ready to return the kick. The same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Bengals come back out. Let's see if they can answer now with a touchdown of their own. Of course, last time the offensive unit was on the field, they took it down, marched in for a score.
I don't see why they can't answer. Everything is working, and so they're coming out there full of confidence. And we know football players, especially on the offensive side, when they have confidence, man, they play their best.
The Steelers defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. First down at the 20. He pulls it down somehow.
The Bengals did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
The Bengals from the 37. ball is out. Recovery by the offense. McCarron's the one who is down, and will step aside for just a moment. We're back after the injury timeout, and Danielle Bellini will have the update on the injury in just a moment. After nearly turning it over, it's second down. The Steelers will come out in the dime. From the shotgun. And it's a catch by Eifert.
There is nothing like having a great tight end in your offense now. There's so many things you can do with them. Remember, they're in the middle of the field. They can go down the middle. They can go outside. They can go short. They can go across. They can go out. Tough to cover the tight ends in this league now.
And the offense will need 3 yards here on third down after the completion. Press coverage all the way.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
Good throw and good catch right on the sideline.
The Bengals, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Throw it to the outside, and they've got the hook up. The catches have come in bunches for this wide receiver, Phil.
Good job by this wide out today. He is finding a way to catch the football, but let's also give credit to the offensive line for pass protection and the coaching staff. They have done a tremendous job of coming up with different plays to find different ways for him to catch the football.
The line of scrimmage, the 25-yard line.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 25.
Scanning the field.
Makes the grab and the feet are down. That's reception. Number 7 for him. Big and open. That's what this tight end's been today, Phil.
Yeah, we see it more and more. Tight ends getting the football from their quarterbacks. Why? Because they're going against linebackers. They're faster and usually bigger than the linebackers. That's matchups you love on the field.
First and goal from the 4. Hill's going to take the handoff now. And that's good for only a yard or 2.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Second and goal at the 2. Intercepted.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20.
Finally, we have a defensive play to talk about. That interception here in the 4th is going to be a huge difference maker in this game, you have to think.
Absolutely. Listen, give credit to everybody on the defensive side, the defensive line. The linebacker stayed in position. They were all there. The opportunity came, and they took advantage of it.
Talent is all over this field, especially at the wideout position, where we've seen these two guys put up big days as expected.
Yeah, we were expecting them to do well today, and they have. There are so many awesome receivers in the NFL now, but there's no doubt. These two guys, they're two of the best.
First down at the 20. Handoff to the outside. Bell. That picks up 7. The Steelers are running the football with tremendous ease, and this is something we have not seen from their rushing attack this season.
No, we have not. Listen, we all know to run the football consistently in the NFL, that is something that's very hard to do. But they have been working extremely hard on it, and they've got it going today.
Second and 3.
Bell takes it out of the eye. And he's tackled down after picking up the first. You see the offensive totals for these teams, and it's been about 2 teams getting it done in different ways.
What we're seeing is 2 different philosophies on the offensive side from these teams here today, Jim. And it doesn't matter. All you want to do is just get it done.
first down at the 32. Gives it to him again. Bell's taken down at the 40. And with these numbers, I think you saw a running back who was upset with the way he played last week and wanted to correct things today, Phil.
Yeah, we're seeing a guy very determined. It was a bad week last week, and Jim, we know you have a couple bad weeks in a row from the running back position in this league, you can lose your job. And he said that's not going to happen. He's out there playing hard today.
If they're going to have any chance at all here late in the fourth, the defense must make a big stop and give the ball back to the offense.
He's got over 130 rushing yards today.
Steelers are really a true football team. Their defense, we know it's good. They don't want to just rely on it. The offense, nice job picking up that first down, eat the clock up, keep the pace of the game on your side. Small lead here in the second half. That was a good job.
We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. Back now following the 2-minute warning. The offense wants to just hold on to the lead to the end. First down at the 47. Right back to him. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. Back out there for action after that defensive timeout. Inside the 50. Ben Roethlisberger takes a look down from under center. 2nd and 3. Bell's handed the football. And gains maybe 4. They immediately call for a timeout.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42.
The Bengals defense packs it in now, going with the 46. Bell's tackled down at the 36. And they're going to call a timeout here to stop the clock. After running it, it's 2nd down. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Right back to him once more. Bell, right side. Running the football. Not every team can do it, but today we're seeing two sides that came in here with a clear desire to run the football, and they have done just that.
They've done well. The offensive lines have played very well. There's no doubt about that. But look, the defenses, I'll say this about both of them. I don't think they're showing enough hustle, and if you don't hustle, you're going to get run on.
They bring in the extra tight end. The Steelers snap it at the 31. Right back to him one more time.
Great call here by the coach in this situation. Keep running the football. Keep that clock moving. You have the lead. Just tell your quarterback to tell everybody on offense this. Hold on to the football and don't have a penalty where you could stop that clock.
The Steelers coaching staff probably wouldn't mind avoiding these close games every week, but right now they're winning another tightly contested game.
Well, sure, I'm sure they wouldn't mind the blowout victories, but that's not going to happen. I think everybody in this league knows it's how you do in the close game. That defines what you're going to be. Are you going to be a playoff team or a team that doesn't make the playoffs?
Nothing like being a little greedy in this league as the win streak adds another victory to the column.
Oh, you're right there. When you're talking about winning, everybody wants to be greedy, and there's a reason why they're winning. They're hitting more than the other team. They're hitting harder. They want it more, and a lot of times will has a lot to do with the outcome of NFL games.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.